So, hello everyone. This is Devdutt Dharial from Talent Connected Worldwide Immigrations, and today we are going to discuss about a very important topic. Can you get a Canada PR without giving the IELTS exam? क्या आपको कनाडा पीआर मिल सकता है बिना IELTS या लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसी एग्जाम दिए हुए? Please stay tuned till the end of this video to know everything about this topic. So even before we start to give an answer to the question whether you need the IELTS or the language proficiency exam for getting a Canadian PR, it is very important to understand the purpose of this exam. इस एग्जाम का पर्पस जानना बहुत जरूरी है, जिसको हम लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसी या IELTS या SAWP किसी भी नाम से जाएं या फ्रेंच के एग्जाम्स के नाम से जानें. इसका पर्पस ये है कि जब आप कनाडा में आएं और यहाँ पे जॉब करें तो उस टाइम आपके पास ऐसी कम्युनिकेशन का लेवल होना बहुत जरूरी है जिसमें आप अपनी वर्क प्लेस में बोल पाएं, समझ पाएं, लिख पाएं और पढ़ पाएं प्रोफिशिएंटली, ताकि आपको अपने काम करने में किसी भी प्रकार की दिक्कत ना हो. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट that you are able to communicate in all the four ways, which is reading, writing, speaking, and listening in your workplace. For instance, if you're working in a factory and there are some instructions or given to you in a specific language and you don't understand, then it can be very disastrous. So you have to understand the common languages, English or French. And that is why we are testing, or the government of Canada is testing your proficiency in these languages. Now, coming to the question, whether you can get a Canadian PR without IELTS, the answer is no. It is not possible. It is completely not possible. Please mark it. You cannot get a Canadian PR without the language proficiency exam results. There can be a situation where it could be a lower score required, but it is not possible to evade this exam. So when the importance or the purpose of this exam has been specified, not just now we specified, it is very important for you as an immigration aspirant, Canada PR aspirant, to completely take the fear of this exam out of your system. And start preparing for this, and start preparing very well, very hard, with a lot of hard work, and yes, you can get it. It is not difficult. You need strategy, you need timing. So, again, I would reiterate, take out the fear of this exam. PR is not possible without a language proficiency exam. It is very important to understand that people are making videos on YouTube, writing blogs, just to get likes and views on their video. Good advice, transparent, honest advice is very important, and we want to give that to you. You have to be careful of not falling in traps of trying to evade the IELTS exam or the language proficiency exam. Now, there are some programs which do not require you to have a language proficiency or a very high language proficiency. Obviously, you can enter Canada, but you cannot get a PR without the language proficiency. Like, you can come on a tourist visa, you can come on a work permit. आप वर्क परमिट में आ सकते हैं, आप टूरिस्ट वीजा में आ सकते हैं बिना एक IELTS या लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसी टेस्ट दिए हुए, मगर PR के लिए तो आपको लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसी टेस्ट देना ही पड़ेगा, IELTS देना ही पड़ेगा. इसको आप जान लीजिए, दिमाग में गांठ मार लीजिए. इसके बिना काम नहीं चल सकता. कुछ प्रोग्राम है जिनके मैं नाम जल्दी से बताऊंगा, जिनमें लैंग्वेज प्रोफिशिएंसी को अवॉइड किया जा सकता है, बट ये सब वर्क परमिट्स के ही रास्ते होंगे. ये एक शॉर्ट टर्म टेम्पररी जॉब हो सकती है, और these programs which I'm going to tell you about quickly are the routes through which you can get a temporary work permit or a temporary visa to come to Canada for either work or education. And the most popular one is the Global Talent Stream, which is primarily for IT professionals, tech professionals, high-end professionals who are not usually easily found. They can be LMI exempt as well. And in some cases, if the letter is provided by the employer. These are employer-driven programs. Then you might not even be required, for a IELTS exam, at the very outset. Yeah. Then there is a Prince Edward Island skilled worker outside Canada program, where if the employer specifies that, no, I don't need language proficiency. Usually the requirement is very low in terms of the language, I think CLB4 or something, which is very easy to attain. But if the employer says you don't even need that, then there is another one program called SAWP, SAWP as they call it. It is basically for seasonal workers, for people who will work in farms, and it is only restricted to people from Mexico and from the Caribbean. So, in a period of Jan to December, they can come and work as seasonal workers for approximately 8 months. Then comes the SX1 visa, where you can, for a short term, for about a 6-month period, you can come in and start some education, and then later on convert it into a full-time, tourist visa, or a student visa, later on. Then there is another program called the International Experience Class, where there is a list of 30 countries, and for 12 to 24 months they can come and work in Canada. And again, you have to check out whether your country is under that list or not, or you have a connection to a country which is in that list or not. Again, subject to factors. And finally, there is one more program called the International Mobility Program, called IMP as well. Right? It is usually for the low-end jobs, like people working in farms, people working in hotels, as waiters and stuff like that, people working in factories, so all these low-end jobs. Again, these are this can be with or without LMI, and these are again temporary jobs. So having said that, there is a lot of misinformation about these programs. Some cases the requirement is low, or sometimes the requirement is more. But when you enter the express entry pool, right, when you apply through the express entry or the Canadian experience class, again the language requirement is mandatory, although it might be lower, right? So very important to understand that. And with that, we would like to come to the final bit, which I would like to summarize this entire thing, is that, if you have a lower CRS because of language, please don't, be bogged down. The tier system is coming just for you. If you are in a skill set which is really good, which is niche, then you could be under an advantage. You could get some advantage with which you can get your Canada PR. So it is very important to be in the pool. अगर आपका CRS कम है, IELTS की वजह से, लैंग्वेज की वजह से, या आपका लैंग्वेज ही कम है, तो घबराने की बात नहीं है. अगर आप एलिजिबल हैं प्रोग्राम्स में, तो TER सिस्टम जो चेंजेस और बदलाव लेके आ रहा है, उससे आपकी चांसेस बहुत बेहतर हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज अभी स्किल बेस्ड होने वाला है. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. द अदर थिंग विच आई वांट टू मेंशन finally is that, the IELTS training. In the very beginning I said, don't be scared of IELTS, prepare for it, do well, and strategize. You can, get it. Again, I'm reiterating it here that, majority of the IELTS coaching centers, when you take the IELTS coaching, the trainer itself has not gotten more than a 6 band in each. How will he guide you to get a CLB9? जब ट्रेनर का ही स्कोर खुद नहीं आ रहा, वो आपको कैसे गाइड करेगा? तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एक ठीक इंस्टीट्यूट को चूज करना, मॉक टेस्ट करवाना. प्लीज गेट मॉक टेस्टिंग डन, असेस योर प्रॉब्लम एरियाज, assess the areas where you need improvement. This is the most important step, and then work on those areas. That is how you will make progress. And then assess, reassess, get mocks done as many times before giving the real exam. It is very important to prepare well and get a good score in the IELTS exam. We at Talent Connected Worldwide provide free IELTS training to all our clients. It is part of the package. We even provide one-on-one sessions which are really good, which are very effective. We would recommend that please come and initiate your case with us and get this free IELTS training from an expert team that backs us. It is very crucial. It is very important. As I've said, without the language proficiency or the IELTS exam, you cannot walk towards your Canadian PR dream. So it is imperative for you to understand that you have to crack IELTS, and we will help you get there. If you like this video, if you like the content of this video, please go ahead and like it. Please subscribe to our channel and spread the word. Share it with your friends. It is very important to share this information and spread the word. Thank you so much.